Hello future engineers, there is another video in hydraulics, particularly on fluid force on plane surfaces. So here is the problem. For the vertical right-angled triangular plate shown with one side in contact with water, compute the moment of the hydrostatic force about AB and about AC, solved in two ways. Then this is the figure, and for those who want to tap the board exam, pause the video up to here, then solve the problem. And I can guarantee you that if that is the way you train yourselves, your brains, your uh, potential, then if you will not tap the board exam, you will definitely pass your board exam. My next suggestion is less effective than the one I mentioned in the first suggestion. So for the second suggestion, you have to run or play the video, but you have to mute it and make sure that the equation, animated equations, established equations, you can follow and you can analyze also. Then third suggestion is you have to pass forward the video up until it is about to end. There are two slides in this video. It's lengthy. Then make sure that you can follow the solutions. It's like reading a reviewer, but definitely you can you will have so many questions if you do that because as I said, this is a challenging problem. But if you can follow even without narrations and you know the solution, you understood the solutions, then it is also a guarantee that you can easily pass the board exam. Then the last one for this is, sorry, I call you lazy students if you just watch and read the solutions. If you're fair or an average student, you can definitely follow the explanations and the solutions. But if you're not, definitely you will skip this video and that will lead to a bad habit of surrendering yourselves to a problem in engineering. Always accept the challenge. That's the good um, character of an engineering student. So let me proceed. So this is the figure, and because of the dimensions, this is a right angled triangular plate with right angle at A. So the height is 2.4. To solve this 2.4, you have to consider this triangle here. We have similar triangles, this smaller one and this original bigger one. So opposite H as to hypotenuse 3 equals opposite of angle B 4 as to hypotenuse 5. The other way to show that this is 2.4 is opposite as to hypotenuse 4 equals opposite of angle C 3 as to hypotenuse 5, you'll get 2.4. Then, knowing this is 2.4, by Pythagoras theorem, this part is square root of 3 square minus 2.4 square, and the remaining part is square root of 4 square minus 2.4 square, and check that it is 5, 1.8, and this is 3.2. So again, this is square root of 3 square quantity 3 square minus 2.4 square, while this one 3.2 is square root of quantity 4 square minus 2.4 square. So let's locate the centroid and the center of pressure. Remember, at the center of pressure acts the force F. and this vertical distance is EVP. Remember, this is the centroidal y-axis through G, positive direction downward, and the positive direction for X is going to the left. Because CP is anticipated to be to the right of this positive y-axis, then EHP later will be negative. But it's the important thing is the distance. Negative because it lies because this portion is the first quadrant, y x, then this is supposedly the second quadrant, negative x direction, then positive y direction. So that is based on the derivation of formulas for product of inertia. So F is specific weight of water, Hg times area, where Hg is 2 plus 2/3 of 2.4 is 1.6. So that means Hg is 3.6, 2 plus 1.6. The area of the triangle is 1/2 of 3 times 4, so it is 6. So 9.81, 3.66, F is 211.896 kilonewtons. Then for the value of EHP and EVP, another way is by integration to solve for F. We'll have to consider that horizontal strip, then call this x1 and x2, the total length as x sub t. So by similar triangles, we call this distance y. So x1 as 2y equals 1.8 as to 2.4. x1 as to y equals 1.8 as to 2.4. So x1 is 0.75 of y. Then in this right portion of the right triangle, x2 as to y equals 3.2 as to 2.4. So that means x sub 2 is equal to 4/3 of y. Then xt is 0.75 of y. That's x sub t plus 4/3 of y, and the total length of the strip is 25/12 of y. So we can now apply integration. The pressure here is uniform, specific weight 9.81 times quantity 2 plus y. That's the pressure at that level. Differential area is xt dy. So F is integral 0 to 2.4, pressure dA. Pressure is 9.81, quantity 2 plus y. Differential area is 25/12y, which is xt dy. So substituting and using the high-tech calculator, so F is also equal to 211.896 kilonewtons. So next is we have to find the coordinates of CP. So xg is simply 1/3 of the sum, or it's the average of the x coordinates. So 1/3 of 1.8, A, this is A, B is 5, and C is, XB is 0, then XA is 1.8, XC is 5. So moment BC is F times perpendicular distance from center of pressure to AB. So we just imagine that perpendicular distance, and we solve this perpendicular distance from distance formula from a point to a line in analytic geometry. So AVP is 8 of triangle square over 18 HG. The height of triangle is 2.4. HG is 3.6. 2 plus 1.6, 3.6. So E sub VP is equal to 4/45 meters. So that's it. This is EVP. So this is 0.8. So with B as our reference, so that equation of AB would be simple. So E sub HP is BH squared 2A minus B over 72 area HG. So the derivation of this formula is in uh, concepts on fluid pressure on plane surfaces. So this is already part 38. You look for fluid pressure on plane surfaces, or the first part of fluid pressure on plane surfaces, concepts, principles, and derivation of formulas. You just patiently look for it, and everything is there, so that I will not explain this anymore. A is 1.8, B is 5, this length 5 here. Then area of triangle 6, HG is 3.6. So substitute 5 times 2.4 square, quantity 2 times 1.5 minus 5 over 72, then area of triangle 6, HG 3.6. So A sub HP can now be solved, and it is equal to negative 7 over 270. Because it is negative, the position of CP is indeed correct. It is because this is the positive y-axis, the positive x-axis is going to the left, so that's why that is negative. But with reference to B, the x-coordinate of CP would be x-coordinate of G, then we have to add E sub HP, absolute value of this, because we have located it correctly. So xg is likewise the same as that of y sub cp, average one third of 0, then xa is 1.8, xc is 5, xb is 0. So xg is one-third of quantity 0 plus 1.8 plus 5, and that is 34 over 15 meter. So x sub cp b, therefore the coordinates of cp with reference to b is 34 over 15 plus ehp, which is 7 over 270 absolute value, and it is 619 over 270 meters. Likewise, y sub cp is 0.8, so at b0, then vertically to g, one-third of 2.4.8, then minus e sub vp. So y sub cp b is 0.8 minus e sub vp, which is 4 over 45, and you will get 32 over 45. So we now have coordinates of cp, which is at 619 over 270, comma 32 over 45. Now, the equation of line AB, take note, we treat this as the origin, and we treat y, not that y there. Of course, the y-axis is in that direction now. Anyway, this is just determining the equation of the line. The x-intercept, y-intercept is 0 because B is the origin. The slope of line AB is y 2.4, x 1.8, and the y-intercept is 0. Take note, it passes through the origin, which is chosen to be B. So y 2.4 over 1.8x, or 4/3 x. This is the same as 3y equals 4x, or 4x minus 3y equals 0. The distance formula is absolute value of ax1 plus by1 plus c over square root of a squared plus b squared. And the square root of a squared plus b squared is 5 meters, because square root of 4 squared plus 3 squared is 5. We just treat that as 5. So absolute value. A is 4, x1 is the x-coordinate of the center of pressure, because we find the distance of CP from AB. So it is 619 over 270, then minus 3, then y sub 1 is 32 over 45, C is 0, and divided by 5. So distance AB can now be computed, and it is equal to 38 over 27 meters. Moment about AB is F times distance AB, and F is 216.896. Distance AB is 38 over 27. So we can now solve moment about AB, which is equal to 298.2 kilonewtons. So for the continuation of the solution, because this is the first way, the second way is by integration. Let's have it on the next slide. So let us continue. Remember the expression for the force in integral form, integral 0 to 2.49.81, 2 plus y times xt, which is 25y over 12 dy. So pressure times this is differential area. And the coordinates of CP at 619 over 270, 32 over 45. Remember, this is the figure. So next is the alternate solution is by integration. Moment about line AB in integral form, that would be equal to half of xt. Imagine we have a right triangle here in integral form, and df acts at differential force acts at the centroid of this rectangular strip. So it is half of xt. Then we draw a line perpendicular to AB. The moment of df is about AB is integral of df times that distance. Then we imagine a right triangle because this distance AB is perpendicular to AB. The hypotenuse is half of xt, and the angle is this angle here, which is equal to this angle also. So hypotenuse sine of B. So that perpendicular distance, so df moment AB is differential integral of differential force times that perpendicular distance, and that perpendicular distance is xt over 2, the hypotenuse, sine of this angle, which is sine of B. And sine of B is 4 over 5. So MAB is integral of df times xt over 2 sine of B. Again, sine of B is opposite for hypotenuse 5. And xt is this expression here, 25y over 12. This is df, so we copy that. Then times xt, which is 25y over 12, divide by 2. Sine beta is 4/5. So MAB is integral 0 to 2.4. Copy this whole thing. Then dy, that's df. And this is the extension xt, 25y over 12 over 2, that's the 2, then sine of B 4/5. So using the high-tech calculator, we can now compute MAB, and it is equal to 298.2 kilonewton meter also. Next is the perpendicular distance of center of pressure to AC by distance formula. But before that, let's have, remember our origin is B, so A is at 1.8, 2.4, while C is at 5, 0. So the equation of the line AC is y minus y1. I choose this as uh, 0.1, uh, 0.1. So y minus y1, y minus 0 equals slope 2.4 minus 0 over 1.8 minus 5 times x minus x1, and x1 is 5. So simplifying, that's y equals negative 3/4 of x minus 5, cross multiply 4y equals negative 3x plus 15, rearranging 3x plus 4y minus 15 equals 0. So the distance formula, remember, absolute value of 3, this is x1, plus 4, this is y1 minus 15 over 5. Because this square root of a square, 3 square plus 4 square is 5. And moment about axis AC is simply force acting at CP, then the perpendicular distance of CP from AC, which is, by distance formula, absolute value of A, which is 3x1, which is 619 over 270, plus B4, y1 32 over 45, plus C, which is negative 15 over 5. So distance AC is equal to 19 over 18 meters. Then substitute, because F is known, 211.896 times 19 over 18. So moment in AC is equal to 223.7 kilonewton meter. So likewise, by integration, remember differential force acts at the centroid of this horizontal rectangular strip. Then this is the perpendicular distance. And since this is half of the length xt, so we have xt over 2 as the hypotenuse. The opposite, which is the perpendicular distance, is sine of this angle, which is equal to sine angle C, which is 3 over 5. So moment AC by integration, integral of df times xt over 2 sine of angle C. So copy this differential f, then we'll have 1 half. This is x sub t. We copy also this. Then sine of angle C, which is 3 over 5. So MAC equals integral 0 to 2.4, 9.81, 2 plus y, 25y over 12 dy, then times xt again, which is 25y over 12, then divided by 2, that's divided by 2, sine of angle C, opposite 3 over 5. So using your high-tech calculator, MAC is the same as that, 223.7 kilonewton meter. So that's it for this video.